Bitch, move! Get her on the floor! There you go!
So why is it my fault now? I gotta get to my daughter.
Take it up with them.
Here a few months ago.
I need your phone number.
Being the newbie has nothing to do.
Welcome back and get ready for a jaw-dropping moment as Karen's outrageous behavior faces instant karma in the most unexpected way. Watch the full sequence of events unfold and see how her entitlement leads to a surprising and satisfying consequence. In this first case, we look at a situation involving a woman often referred to as Karen who escalated from a verbal confrontation to aggressive behavior in a public place. This particular incident shows how such behavior can quickly spiral out of control, impacting those around her in devastating ways. On October 24th, 2023, chaos began at a shopping mall in Florida. The woman mentioned at the beginning of the video, let's call her Karen, as we can understand from the video. Karen bought a drink at a store but did not pay and walked away. This forced the store employee to follow and film her as evidence. The employee continued to follow and tell her that she had not paid for the drink and demanded that she pay or return the bottle. At this point, Karen's aggressive behavior began to escalate. She immediately opened the water bottle, took a sip, and sprayed it at the cameraman.
What you doing, you fucking fat cunt? What you doing, you big fat cab? Security!
In response to Karen's unruly behavior, the staff were forced to call the mall security to deal with it. Karen's continued aggressive actions did not stop. When the staff continuously followed and reminded her, Karen's attitude lost control. She splashed water and he threw the water bottle at the cameraman before running away. Karen's next disagreement was with the security guard stationed at the entrance. A security guard hired to ensure the safety and smooth operation of all activities in the mall was approached by Karen in a way that immediately indicated a problem.
Who do you think you are, you big fat cunt?
You have to pay for the drink. You don't do this, you telling me. You don't do this. You fucking bitch. You see?
What you doing, you big fat cunt?
The confrontation began when Karen raised her voice, demanding to speak to the manager. Yet her complaints, although loud and persistent, were incoherent, forcing the security guard to calmly attempt to defuse the situation. When the employee reported that Karen had hit a child and had not paid for her drink, the security guard was forced to detain her to resolve the situation.
She's just pinched and she's just hit a baby. A baby. She's hit a baby.
Listen, go back in there. Now. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I fucking love you, man.
Don't do this.
As the situation escalated, Karen's behavior took a disturbing turn. In a fit of rage, she began to confront those around her. Her actions culminated in her pushing and punching the building security guard in the face. Karen actually punched the security guard to get out of the way of her escape. Karen's retribution came immediately. Karen was thrown to the ground in pain and humiliation for her aggressive and lawless behavior. The person filming then called the police to report it.
Get her on the floor. There you go. Get it down.
The video shows the extent of Karen's aggression and the distress she caused. It is clear that her behavior was not only disruptive but also extremely disturbing to everyone involved. The cafe, which is currently dealing with the aftermath of the incident, issued a statement expressing its commitment to ensuring the safety and comfort of its customers and condemning the type of behavior Karen displayed. Well, according to Chapter 784, Section 03 of the Florida statutes, battery is defined as an act of intentionally causing unwanted physical contact with another person without causing serious injury. If the act of hitting a child results in unwanted contact, the offender can be charged with battery. Karen's act of hitting a child seriously violated the framework of this law. Karen's child abuse was classified as simple battery, which can be prosecuted as a third-class felony with a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison and a fine of up to $5,000. However, if the behavior could be considered aggravated battery, the sentence could be more severe. Under Chapter 812, Section 014, this is the law that governs theft in Florida. The dine and dash could be considered theft since the person committing the act received the goods, food, and drinks without the intention of paying for them. Karen's act of buying the drinks and refusing to pay the bill falls under this category, since the value of the goods Karen took, which were bottles of water, did not exceed $750. This could be prosecuted as petty theft, a second-class felony. Some penalties could include up to 60 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. True Karen, contempt for the law, often brings painful and humiliating retribution. Alright, this case was wild, but still not the worst one. Let's move to the second case when a truck driver encountered a highly uncooperative Karen driver. Imagine a crowded parking lot filled with traffic and everyday activity. Among the cars and pedestrians, a truck driver is faced with a situation that many of his colleagues know all too well. He's making a routine turn, but something just doesn't feel right, a situation that tests his patience and professionalism to the limit. On September 26, 2022, in a public parking lot in California, our footage begins when the truck driver, a seasoned professional with 31 years of experience, finds himself in a difficult situation. He is attempting to make a turn in a busy area when suddenly a woman's car blocks his path. Instead of moving her vehicle, she chooses to stay put, creating a tension that quickly escalates. In any driving situation, the goal is to keep things running smoothly and safely. However, when faced with obstacles like an uncooperative driver, even the most experienced professionals can find themselves stuck. In this case, the truck driver was unable to back up because there were children nearby, making the situation more urgent.
This woman is refusing to back up. She came and pulled up right when I was making my turn. She refused to back up. She refuses to make a right turn. So now I'm stuck because I can't back up because there are kids right here. And this is her right here. This is her. I just need you to make a right turn right there. Okay, but you can't go out that exit right now. This is the well, you're acting like one.
Our truck driver remained calm and polite, repeatedly asking the woman to move her vehicle so he could maneuver around her. He explained that the safety of the children was his top priority and that he could not simply back his truck up due to the tight space and the risks involved. Despite her polite request, the woman refused to comply.
Where you're using foul language, that's inappropriate. I just need you to go in that parking spot right there or make a right-hand turn. I'm not. Ma'am, I'm trying to show you the most respect. I'm trying. I can't.
Instead, she became increasingly uncooperative, responding to the truck driver with profanity and a dismissive attitude. His response not only exacerbated the problem, but also caused emotional harm to the driver, who was just trying to do his job.
Can you back up, please? Ma'am, all you gotta do is back up and I can go around you. No, that's okay. Go ahead and back up. Just back up. Ma'am, this is a private property, so it's not illegal. Go ahead and back up.
What made the situation even more difficult was the presence of other drivers and pedestrians who were now caught up in the chaos. As more vehicles lined up behind the truck, frustration grew and the scene became more chaotic. Our truck driver continued to negotiate with the woman, explaining the difficult situation and asking for her cooperation. He remained calm even as tensions escalated and the woman refused to move. His patience was a testament to his professionalism and dedication to safety.
She doesn't want to move. She doesn't want to back up so I can go around her. Back your car up, ma'am. I know you don't need to, but can you? Okay, thanks. Can you please? No, absolutely not. Look at what you got. You got everybody backed up right here. I'm filming. You're acting like a child. You're acting like a child. Back your car up.
As the confrontation dragged on, bystanders and other drivers began to join in. They expressed support for the truck driver, acknowledging that his demands were reasonable and that the woman's behavior was causing unnecessary delays and inconvenience.
Well, I'm not, because you're using foul language. You're being disrespectful. Back your car up.
Back up.
No, because it's unsafe for the kids, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's unsafe for the
But
kids.
if I watch for you, I can watch
It's
for you
just
and tell
no.
you.
She's got to move, bro.
Okay.
When I was making my turn, came speeding up, and she did. You know, she's in a
You don't
big
know how a
scene.
truck works or something, huh?
Way without using a turn or anything else.
I had my turn signal on.
And you left me for my path of exit.
How can he go? What can he look physically?
Like, we shouldn't have tried.
The woman's refusal to move became a public spectacle, highlighting a larger problem that many truck drivers face every day: uncooperative drivers who disregard the challenges of larger vehicles. In this incident is a reminder of the importance of understanding and empathy in our interactions on the road.
To the cutoff.
I didn't.
Well, what he could have done is been an actual driver.
Okay,
and
well,
not broken
well,
the
we are
fucking
where.
ticket.
No, nobody's
Why don't you yell at him?
he can't back up.
I didn't say it's your fault. Take it up with them, take it up with Bonds, take it up with I'm not blocking him at a fucking stop sign.
If he goes,
Dude, I'm at a stop sign. I'm not blocking him.
After what seemed like an eternity, and with the criticism of many people present at the parking lot both advising and forcing her to move, the woman finally decided to move her vehicle in shame and anger. And the recording ended with the woman driving away and the cheers of the onlookers. It was a small victory, but it brought relief to the truck driver and cleared the way for everyone else. In the end, the truck driver's persistence and professionalism won out.
She don't want to move, man.
Oh, that's some petty shit right there.
This woman refuses to move. There we go. There we go. Have a nice day, ma'am. Have a great one. Have a great one. Bye-bye.
He was able to continue his journey, although the experience was a stark reminder of the challenges faced by drivers of large vehicles on the road. Public nuisance in California is generally governed by California Penal Code Section 415. This includes conduct that is disruptive, noisy, aggressive, or endangers others. And public nuisance can include making noise or commotion in a public place, engaging in aggressive or threatening behavior, engaging in a fight or physical altercation, or destroying public or private property. Karen's actions in blocking her truck caused a noisy situation in the parking lot. This suggests that Karen's actions fit the scope of this law. Public nuisance is typically prosecuted as a misdemeanor, and if convicted, the violator can be fined up to $400 and/or jailed for up to 3 months. Seems like this woman just landed herself in hot water, but wait until you see this final one. Disputes are bound to arise in any community, but when they involve something as seemingly trivial as a public parking lot, the stakes can be much higher. Today, we dive into a heated neighborhood conflict that erupted over a simple parking lot, revealing the complex dynamics between longtime residents and newcomers. On January 5th, 2024, a police officer responded to a call about a parking dispute in a Florida neighborhood. A car had been parked in a way that caused a disagreement between two neighbors. The officer quickly arrived to resolve the situation. After hearing and understanding the cause of the dispute, the officer explained to Karen that the person filming could not be charged or arrested because the parking lot was public property and he had a right to park there. Karen was very upset when she heard the officer's explanation. The debate focused on whether the parking spot infringed on anyone's rights or was simply a matter of personal inconvenience. One side argued that since the parking lot was on public property, there was no legal basis for complaint. The police argued passionately that no crime had been committed and the situation should be resolved without the intervention of legal authorities.
It's totally different. It's public property. So if you want to take this lawyer, then by all means, I don't care. Take it to a lawyer, okay? No crime has been committed. You guys need to get out of here and go in your car. You can go in your car, you can get your groceries, and you can stop the...
Karen responded in a defensive but firm tone. There was a palpable sense of frustration. She asserted that the issue was not trivial and that the police needed to be involved. Karen suggested that if the other side was not satisfied, they should consider taking the matter to court. As the disagreement grew and Karen felt she could not rely on the police to reclaim her preferred parking spot, she asked for the cameraman's phone number, believing that it was important to resolving the issue. They argued that sharing contact information could help resolve the conflict as she had a lawyer to handle it. However, this request was met with resistance from the cameraman.
I need his phone number because I am going to talk to
I will give you my phone number.
If you wants to give you your phone number, then if he doesn't, he doesn't.
And I really don't want to, but I'll give it to you for the sake. Look, we live in a place. If we can't have good energy here, that's a bad thing.
Are you from Adam? You just got here from Massachusetts or wherever you're from, Maryland. You lived here 15 years. You're a newbie.
I moved here a few months ago.
I need your phone number.
Being a newbie has nothing to do.
And the longtime residents' frustration was not just about parking, but also about the perceived disruption caused by the newcomer. The concept of newcomers is used as a point of contention, suggesting that the new residents' unfamiliarity with the area justifies their perceived wrongdoing. In contrast, newcomers attempt to resolve the conflict without engaging in personal attacks. They try to keep the conversation focused on the factual aspects of the parking situation rather than getting caught up in personal judgments. Beyond the immediate conflict, this parking dispute illuminates broader themes and neighborhood dynamics. It shows how longtime members of a community can feel threatened by newcomers and how these tensions can manifest in everyday disputes. The video ends with the cameraman making fun of Karen by reciting her phone number. Karen has made a fool of herself because of her own ideology. Her aggressive behavior has wasted police time for her own selfish reasons. The cameraman then provides additional information that Karen has been arrested for public disorderly conduct and fined. According to Florida statutes 877.03, public nuisance is defined as an act that causes a disturbance or disruption of the public peace. This may include making loud noises, engaging in fights, or engaging in other acts that disturb the peace of the community. An act or behavior that is likely to increase public tension, violence, or cause public unrest. This may include arguing, insulting, or engaging in conduct that disturbs the public peace. Karen's argument and disorderly conduct despite the police officer's advice put her in violation of this law. According to statutes 877.03, public nuisance is generally considered a misdemeanor, specifically a Class B misdemeanor. Karen faced a civil penalty for her crime. All right, fellas, what do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more interesting and educational content in the future. Thanks for your support.